My name is Cristina da Milano. As a background, I am an archaeologist and a museologist, and I work since 1995 for ECCOM, which is a non-for-profit association based in Rome. ECCOM carries out researches and studies in the field of cultural heritage and also training activities and consultancies. As for my specific activity within ECCOM, I am in charge of projects related to the issue of culture as a means of social inclusion. Since 2002, we have started working with European funds for culture devoted to lifelong learning processes and the relationship between society and culture, with a specific issue concerning the role of museums in society. As such, as a member of ECCOM and as an expert in this field of culture as a means of social integration, I am involved in the study about audience development. This study has been commissioned by the European Commission to a group of partners. The leading partner is Fitzcarraldo from Turin, and then there are ECCOM, Intercult from Sweden, and Culture Action Europe from Belgium. The aim of the study is to investigate the issue of audience development, which is one of the main focus of European cultural policies nowadays, and it is also strictly related to this idea of the social role of culture, since it is based on the concepts of access and participation of people to culture. The study will last 1 year. It will end at the end of 2016, and it is based mainly on 3 tasks. The first task was a background research that we have already completed. The second task is the analysis of 30 case studies, which is in due course now. It will complete it by the end of September. And obviously there is a third task which is transversal to the whole life of the project, and it's the part of dissemination and communication. With specific regard to the aims of the project, it is, as I said, a study on audience development, and it is considering audience development on the basis of the European Commission definition of it, which is audience development as a process for stimulating and fostering active participation of people to culture and cultural activities. Going back to the details of the process, it is articulated mainly in 3 activities. The Commission considers that cultural organizations could work on audience development focusing on increasing the number of people attending or visiting cultural institutions and activities, diversifying these activities, and deepening the relationship with existing audiences. Therefore, we are analyzing the case studies also according to these 3 directions of audience development strategies. And the main trends that we have identified so far, emerging from the background research and from the analysis of the 30 case studies, are basically 5. The first one is this shift from the idea of access to culture to the idea of audience development, which is a much more complex concept. It includes also the second issue, which is active engagement and participation. So the first one is the shift from access to culture to audience development, and the second one is the inclusion within this idea of audience development of the concept of active engagement and participation, which obviously brings also at stake a much more complex scenario, because participation in a way is also something which has to be fully understood, managed, and in a way can challenge the role of cultural institutions. Therefore, it's a very delicate issue. The third issue is that of social inclusion, since when we talk about diversifying audiences, we also talk about including audiences which are not traditional. So including in the concept of audiences those groups of society which normally do not attend, do not visit cultural institutions. And the fourth issue is that of the digital shift, which is a very, very crucial element again. The fourth one is the digital shift, which is a crucial element in nowadays society, because it is something completely new, which is changing the rules of cultural participation, cultural access, and active engagement of people. The fifth issue which emerged from the study is this idea of measuring the social impact of the art. It is strictly related to the issue of social inclusion, but not only, especially because audience development is not considered as a purely quantitative element, but it has many, many qualitative implications, and therefore the issue of the social impact is crucial to this analysis of audience development phenomena.